What's up? Hello guys, my name is Paige. Welcome back to my channel. I filmed this first video in 4 minutes and I'm going to try extending it because I feel like I talked way too fast about the books that I read, although I did read 4 of them and they weren't like the best books I could possibly read in the month of January. So let's just try this again. Let's just get started. Sorry for the wacky hair. It is currently February 7th and I'm home from work. It is snowing blizzard outside. Insert clip right now. Look outside. It stopped snowing, but it's pretty deep and the roads suck. Hopefully y'all can see it. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So they called my work off because we follow a certain school that's out here in Colorado. So yeah. I was also going to call in sick today because I was puking all yesterday and all last night. I went to work for like 30 minutes and they sent me home because how bad I looked, and then it just portrayed because I had the stomach bug. Still not getting best to where I'm at, but right now I'm going to film my January wrap up and February TBR, which both of them are short. I only read a accomplished of 4 books. I have 3 of them with me. 2 of them are graphic novels. One of them is a reread. One of them is a new read, and another one's a book/sleep book. So let's get started. The first book that I read and completed, well, technically I didn't read it. It was an audiobook for sleep, which I always read sleep books. Sorry if you could hear that. My Bluetooth speaker's on because I'm listening to an audiobook as I hang out today. So the first book that I accomplished was A Death Strong Night. Boom. Insert name down here like I always do if you guys haven't figured it out. This book was my sleep book. It was enjoyable. The only thing I could ever tell you that it was about... Sorry, I'm holding my iPad. The only thing I could ever tell you about was that it was about bookstore, magic, and war. And a little bit of like BDSM in there. So I gave it about a 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 5 stars. I do one sleep book through the month because I have a hard time sleeping. So I like to have something listening and I don't want to like go out of one of these books and miss something. So yes, right now I'm going to open up my bullet journal because I'm going to flip to my notes. So that was all the thing. The next thing I finished was my graphic novel, which is called Pretty Deadly Volume 1. Insert. I gave this a 2 out of 5 stars. I was considering knocking it down to a 1 out of 5 stars because it sucked. I'm not a graphic person and this thing was totally graphic. It was like sex, boobs, creepy people, weird storyline. Couldn't understand half the crap. One time I just was like, this is the weirdest writing. The font size was weird. Boobs, tits, everything. It was just uncomfortable, but I started this book because I was at the library with Jen and Jacob after book club and I just did not want an audiobook because I already had an audiobook. So I was just like, I'll just look for a graphic novel to read right now and see if I enjoy it. You know, just broaden my horizons of graphic novels. And I picked this up because I was like, cool cover. Why do I keep judging things with cool colors? Tell me that. Tell me why. So yeah, I gave this a 2 out of 5 stars and will not be continuing on the series. Totally not my favorite book series, graphic novel. No. You guys missed that. I know, I'm back in my filming location. All right, the next book that I read, I'm gonna make sure this is in order, was Fairy Light. This book was a good book. It sucked at the beginning. So it's about a girl. Oops, I'm gonna try going on this side. Okay, cool. I didn't want to get the light. But anyways, it's about a girl who has to pick between 2 different realms after she dies, and they're at war with each other, and she's super like powerful in their minds, so they keep fighting over her, and she's just like, you know what, I don't want to go after one thing as my parents. I want to go after my own free will, my own free choice, which I enjoyed. You know, I love that she got to pick her own free will of choice. Towards the end, she did end up like the last sentence was her picking which realm she was, so it can continue on with the series because her picking one realm will definitely put war towards both realms. So yes, I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I will be continuing on with the series. Also, I do give you a trigger warning for kids abuse at the beginning. It's awful. Like, I almost put down this book because of the abuse, but I was just like, you know what, Paige, just keep going. It's probably gonna get better, and it ended up getting a lot better. So if you can get through the first, hold on, I wrote down what page it was. I'm gonna look at my minute real fast. Actually, I did not write down what page it was. I think it was like chapter 4 was the worst of it all. So if you can get past chapter 4 and 5 and it just like goes, like it shoots off from there, I would consider reading this if I were you. I will be continuing on with this series, and this was one of my oldest books on my TBR because I had it forever. And now I think I will be continuing on with the series, like I said 3 times. The next book that I read was a reread, and I did knock down a star because of it, and not because it was bad. It was just because I'll talk about it. So the next book that I read was The Elite by Kirsten Cass. We're gonna go with that. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. Originally, I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I'm rereading this book series because my friend Jeanette and I are reading different books. We have our own little book club together. Jeanette's my best friend, so if you guys want to, I can follow if you guys want to, you guys can go follow her. Link to her, I think, Instagram down below. She might start a book or food one. She doesn't really know yet, but anyway, she's like one of my best supporters. So we decided to read The Elite together because it's the second book in the selection series. Yeah, I know what I just said up there. 36 girls down to 6, only 6 remain. So yeah, or 35 girls came to the palace and only 6 remain. It was good. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy it. The first time that I read it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so spoony and so like, oh my gosh, it's like princes and princes. And then I read it the second time, I'm like, this kind of book sucks. Nothing bad about it. It just wasn't my cup of tea. And I don't know if I was in like the right mood or right reading space for it. But yeah, I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Pretty good book. All right. Those are all the books that I read in the month of January. Let's talk about my February TBRs I was currently reading. The first book that I'm currently reading is 1984 by George R. Well, insert. I don't have the book with me because I ordered it at the library and I was going to go get it today because of the snow. It's closed. So we'll hold up on that. But I hate this book so far. I'm probably going to give it a 1 out of 5 stars or a 2 out of 5 stars or even a DNF. It is so flippin' boring. I can't even tell you what's going on. It's about a guy who, like, literally I sat down with Jacob, him linked down below, and Jenna, because of course Jenna. So Jenna's husband Jacob / my brother-in-law, and I talked to him about it and I was like, I can't you understand what the heck's going on? And he's like, why, Paige? And I was like, it's so stinking boring. Legit, it's so boring. I just can't handle it. So yes, I'm reading that one. I'm also reading in the month of February is, which I'm currently reading right now as we speak. Well, not legitly because I listened to it out loud, is The Walk on Embers on a Storm. This book is about a girl who is from the gold rush. I think it's like the 1960s gold rush. 1984 gold rush. They even give you a freaking map. So this is what happens when you listen to audiobooks and it just doesn't do it. So it says 1984. Yeah, 1949 right there, freaking page. About a girl who goes through a gold rush. So she's in one state, I can't remember. Shit happens. She goes to go find gold in California. This book is good because she could sense gold. She could just like feel it, you know, it's like a magical power type of thing that she could like sense gold, and she doesn't know why she can do it. And it goes on an adventure. From there, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. I'm probably going to finish it today. I was reading a lot of it yesterday. Hashtag being sick. Just plug in an audiobook and lay there and just relax and try not to throw up. My life. So yeah, I quite enjoy this book and I will be continuing on with this book for February. And I probably will finish it and give it a 4, maybe 5. Depends how the ending is. Out of stars. I will probably continue on if they come on audio. So I can't throw that behind me yet. So yeah, those are all the books that I read in January and February. February, I'm just going to leave open for TBR. We are going to talk about the book club at the end of the month. I'm waiting for Jeanette to finish The Elite to figure out what we're going to do next. I think the next book for our book club for January, March and April. March and April is The Hobbit. So I have to get that out of the library. So yeah. I hope you guys are having an awesome and wonderful time. Thanks for checking out my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all that jazz. So until next time, which will probably catch me in a vlog, goodbye!